I'm doing another round of biscuit testing. The video from last week generated a lot of questions. Seeing the visual results was great, especially for me. I always avoid putting food in the hotspot to allow hot air to rise to the top of the pit as it's intended, but I wanted to put it to the test. The test results were very interesting. And next, I wanted to test, should I use the bow tie on my pit to control airflow, or should I close it down and just crack my door instead? I'll test all these scenarios today, so let's get started. First up, I'll be testing the bow tie method. Now, I typically don't run my pit like this, and some negative feedback I've heard is using vents on your firebox door can create a fast jet stream over your coal bed, which can burn your splits unevenly and create a flame that bends towards the cooking chamber, creating more radiant heat. So I really wanted to put it to the test. On the other hand, some positives of using the bow tie or air intake on your firebox door is it's very good in windy conditions. And here's the results of the biscuit test, looking pretty good. And here's the bottom side of the biscuits to illustrate the potential for bottom burn. Next up is the second test. We're going to test the pit with just using the door cracked about 1 inch. And this is how I typically run my pit. Now, the belief why this is a better way to run your pit is air can enter from 3 sides of the door, creating a swirling effect inside the circular firebox, causing the flames to burn more upright, not bending into the cook chamber. The results are very good in this door position, similar to last week's biscuit test. And here's the bottom side of the biscuit, so you can see the bottom burn potential. Here's a couple quick observations. With the bow tie method on top, the hotspot did shift a little bit to the right. With the door setting on the bottom, the hotspot was a little less intense. And here's the most significant difference. If you take a look at the bow tie setting on top, the underside of those biscuits did get very crispy. Maybe that's a result of using the vents on the firebox door, creating a jet stream, bending those flames, causing some additional radiant heat creeping into the cook chamber. And finally, for my last test, I'm going to be testing a theory I have that you shouldn't place any water pans or food on the hotspot to allow that hot air and those gases to move to the top of the pit. I commonly see people put water pans in this location or food, so I want to see if it has any impact on the hotspot location. For today's experiment, I have 3 water pans sitting directly over the hotspot to either mimic food or a water pan to see if it has any impact on the results. Alright, here we go. I've been running my pit 275 all day with the stack wide open. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results. First row is looking okay. Yep, and sure enough, you can see that hotspot has creeped further to the left. So essentially, you're getting bottom burn underneath those water pan locations and those first 2 rows of biscuits. And you can see in this illustration right here how much larger that area is that is susceptible to bottom burn. So just get to know your pit, know where that hotspot surface is, and try to avoid putting any food or a water pan in that location. Well, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or you have any suggestions for future videos, definitely let me know.